What's up, guys, and welcome back. So this week I did something a little crazy. A little while ago I posted that I was going to be flying out to Texas and helping one of my lucky subscribers boost his car. It was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. I know he had some fun and he learned a lot of cool things, which makes me very happy. If you guys want to follow his build, I highly recommend you guys go and follow him right here on Instagram. Right here. This is his IG. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a little harder than I thought it was gonna be. I didn't realize it was gonna be that hard. Not knowing where tools are, not having all the same tools that you usually have, obviously at your own house, but it was definitely a learning curve and a experience definitely to do. I really appreciate him letting me come out and play with his car and hang out and doing all that. Uh, yeah, I can't wait to do something like this again. But here's a little bit of video that I have. Here's a little bit of a video that I have. Wow. I'm still a little tired. I got in at like 3 a.m. last night. But I just finished editing the video. Here's a little video clip that I have of, I guess, me flying out there, checking out his car, and doing everything. It was a voiceover because we were listening to music pretty much the whole time we were working, which was really cool, like I said. But I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. So here it is. Good morning, everybody, or I guess in your case, hello and welcome back. You guys are probably here to watch me go and boost a lucky subscriber's car. So right now, we're on our way to the airport, drop me off, and then, yeah, we're about to go to town on this guy's car. I'll post his Instagram right here, one more time, so y'all can check that out. Get ready to, I guess, watch a really cool process. Here we are. Now it's all just a waiting game. Guys, I just pulled up. This is my first time ever seeing the car in person. This thing is immaculate. This thing is mint. Let's go ahead and jump right in and get to work. Alright, so as you can see, we removed the headers. Unfortunately, a lot of the bolts were rusty, but we didn't have any issues taking them off. None of them broke, none of them stripped, so that was a huge plus. Obviously, when you're removing the exhaust, that's usually the first thing I do. Don't forget to remove the O2 sensor, this guy right here. Let me get a better angle for you. This guy right here. And then don't forget the two mounts that are on the transmission bracket to remove the exhaust. Now that we did that, obviously, as you can see, we have our beautiful Kangaroo's manifold on the car. Let's go ahead and throw a turbo on there. Bam! There you go. There you see it. Obviously, it will not be staying like this. We won't be adding the pipe at the top. We will be adding an intercooler to this setup. So here it is right here. We're going to be cutting this spot right down here. This is not the final mock-up and final cut, obviously. But this is the intercooler that we're going to be using for that spot right there because we want it to be hidden behind the bumper without cutting it. Here's our intercooler piping. Doing this job is a million times harder to do at somebody else's house compared to the shop just because we don't have all the tools, but we're working with what we got. And this will not be staying like this. This is just like a mock-up so we know exactly what piping will be going where. But yeah, other than that, we got this guy right here. What's up? Obviously cutting our intercooler piping close to size. Obviously, again, this is just a little mock-up, not the final mock-up. So we're just trying to make sure we have all the pieces we need and all the bends. As you can see, we went right here on the inside of the rail. On this side, we had to remove one of the plastic pieces. This guy, where is it? I can't even find it. But, as you can see, the exhaust is off. We have the tips all covered so we don't accidentally scratch those things up. But, there you go. We have our intercooler semi-mocked up. Our oil feed line semi-mocked up. This is the air filter that just came with, I think, the turbo, if I'm not mistaken. We won't be using it, obviously, because we definitely love our red. And, again, the intercooler piping will not be staying like this. I usually like to put it up underneath. And then, right here, oh, there's that plastic piece I was talking about earlier. We ended up going into the rail. But everything fits pretty nice and snug for the most part. Again, guys, this is a little mock-up. This is not the final mock-up. I will be showing you guys how we do the final mock-up here later. And unfortunately, this blow-off valve is giving us a whole bunch of problems. It is just a ridiculously cheap blow-off valve. I'll give you guys a close-up a little bit later on how horrible it looks, because we're definitely going to be redoing our intercooler piping. But we have our exhaust downpipe on, our intercooler coupler on, and it's pretty much ready to go for the most part. Here's another little look at it for you. Another little look at it. That sounded funny. But yeah, for the most part, this right here is what we're working with. Like I said, we had to remove that plastic piece so that way we could fit our intercooler piping behind the headlight without doing any cutting or adjusting or anything like that. Again, we had to remove this dang little plastic piece to make it fit, which is obviously not cutting, doing anything too aggressive with the W124. Again, the blow-off valve is set up like this. We went right around. And then same thing with this side. Here you go. Trying to get the best close-ups I can for you guys so you guys could see exactly what we did and how we did it. It is a little close to our alternator, but nothing too bad. We definitely need to rotate those couplers. Then, like I said, our exhaust is going straight down back here. Got our Kangaroo's manifold. I'm sorry, Kangaroo Team's manifold. We have our oil filter sandwich we're going to be adding, so that way we can have oil going to our turbo, of course, right here with our 45-degree angle. And we will be putting some brackets on it like we did with my old CE. Oh, yep, and I definitely can't forget we have to do the dang oil drain. That's why we're going to be using this guy. I just can't stop looking at this car, though, guys. Seriously, look how clean this thing is. I'm so impressed with how clean it is. I didn't realize how clean it was, but yeah. Okay, so here's going to be the pretty much final mock-up for our intercooler and the way it's actually going to be staying. This is how we mounted it up right here on the crash beam at the top. Our turbo intake pipes obviously still go on the inside of the fuel rail. They are still a little close to the alternator, but not too close. We're just going to have to adjust them so that way they are on the outside instead of the inside by the motor. On this side, we haven't got it mocked up yet, obviously, but we are going to be using the inside of this right here so that way it fits nice and snug. Again, we did remove that plastic piece instead of trying to cut a hole or do anything like that. It doesn't touch the headlight or the AC dryer, so we're good. Our new blow-off valve is nice and stout. We went ahead and changed the location of it, so we actually added it up here instead of down below. Let me go ahead and show you this, by the way. This blow-off valve is trash. We've gotten a few in the past, and they were much better, but for some reason, the quality went downhill real quick. I mean, it leaked, it rattles, we tightened it down, and it still wasn't good enough. It was just all jacked up. But that right there's pretty much it for this. What else? Oh, yeah. I definitely can't forget, we obviously had to do our oil drain, drill the hole in the pan right here. If you guys want to see exactly how I do this step, by the way, you can go check out one of my other videos. I'll post a link in the description so you can check it out. But obviously it goes from there to down there. Alright guys, so I know you're waiting to see the finished product, so let's go ahead and use a little YouTube magic here. Boom, everything is done. Everything is on as it should be. We have obviously our coupler on, our blow-off valve, our intake piping, our intercooler is actually mounted up 100%. We have everything on our hot side done. We have the turbo on, obviously the new filter to match. We have our oil feed line bracketed up as it should be. If you guys would like to follow this build, please go follow my buddy Sergio. He's a great guy. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.